officially last track on the album is The Cold, and that came about after a big fight with a loved one, and I was just really upset, and I got sat in the golf course for a couple of hours just staring at, looking over the green. It was a classic Wellington day. It was overcast and cold with a bitter southerly, and clearly I was cold, but it's talking about it's talking about emotion, being emotionally cold to loved ones, and not showing one's emotions, and I'm not talking about shit or whatever. It's without a doubt the most sincere song on the album. Well, for me at least. The tempo of the music, the very kind of the gloomy atmosphere of the music that Brad wrote, combined with the very mourning lyrics, very sad lyrics, and that kind of generates a kind of a hopeless misery that I was kind of feeling at the time, and I'm very happy with how that song turned out. Yeah, certainly the most sincere. When I say that this band doesn't take themselves too seriously, I suppose The Cold is my own personal exception.
Yeah, I mean, we try not to take things too seriously, but ultimately you end up putting a bit of emotion into it at some point, and
we can't always sing about candles and ravens. Occasionally I do actually have something to say.
For me, it was quite interesting that, for you, it was the most sincere song, and it certainly, turned out that way. When I wrote it, to me, the gloomy stuff was always a bit cliched, and the music was somewhat cliched when I wrote it, and I didn't take it too seriously, but I guess it's just quite interesting to have it go from that to something that is more sincere.
Yeah.
Definitely the most intense, emotionally at least, song on the album.
Live, particularly.
Yeah.
It's always a big kind of it's a big point emotionally, I suppose, in the set. It's always towards the end, and I suppose it's rather difficult to it always seems a little bit laughable that we're singing, I'm singing You Feel the Cold in the middle of a packed, bar or concert hall, and everybody is dripping with sweat, and everybody is we are anything but cold by the time we even sing that song live. So that's just a strange juxtaposition, but yeah, it's for that reason, I suppose The Cold is my favourite song on the album. Because of its sincerity, it stands apart from the others.
I think it's probably one of the best performed songs on the album.
Yeah, it's quite simple.
When I say performance, I mean the recorded performance.
Right, yeah.
It's just, in terms of what happened in the studio,
yeah,
it was kind of well executed.